Welcome everyone. This is your Elliot Wave Master Course Intermediate Stage Part 4. Like I've already told you, your Part 2 is the most important part. If you have studied that, you need not read or study all the other parts. But I keep telling you the same thing again, that sometimes it is very important that you study the different structures happening in the market. Now, I understand many of you have already started by now your analysis on the market. So some structures in the market, it is not easy to understand. Okay, some structures in the market, it is not very easy to understand. So what are we going to learn here? We are going to learn the important structures in your flat corrections and how we are going to use them using our Fibonacci extensions and retracement, and what are the general expectations. By now you can easily understand how you mark each wave, how you calculate them. It is easy for you to understand. But some irregular, regular structures we will try to look at. Okay, this will be a short video. It won't be much longer than your previous parts. Now, in this example here, we see a correction, sort of a move. Okay, we see some kind of a correction. Now, question is, what correction is this? In this case, by the rules, if you've seen the beginner stage, you already know that this is a flat correction. Okay, this is a flat. Now, which kind of flat? This is a regular flat correction. Why? Because after a move down, we got a pullback in the market. Okay, this pullback has retraced up to 90% of the previous wave. Okay, it has almost reached the 90% of the previous wave, but it has not broken the swing high of the previous wave. So if this correction is valid, then it has to be a correction of your flat nature, right? This will be a regular correction. So when a correction starts, I keep most important point I keep telling everyone, when a correction starts in the mind, right? You have to, before the market start a huge move, you have to understand that in your mind, market corrections are different types: your ABC flat, your triangle, your ABC expanded, ABC irregular, right? All this you have to keep in your mind even before the correction starts, so you will not be surprised by any move. Okay, so general thinking process in this regular flat ABC correction is simple. You see the first down move, right? In your first down move, what you do is nothing but you mark the move in the market. You mark the move market using your price channel. Okay, this is nothing you can do about it before the move starts. So I told you many times, even professionals in the market, they leave out your wave A, wave B. They play for the wave C. Okay, so when you are testing or when you're analyzing the different scenarios in the market structure, or you're studying some chart, there, if you see some structure like this, first you must note, did the wave B cross the high of wave A, right? It did not. This is the starting point of wave A. It did not cross the high, right? So the next part you must think is that what structure is wave B making? Okay, wave B is making a fast move like this. All right, it has come all the way to the top, but it has rejected and fallen down. Okay, very simple. In this case, what you can do is, the next part, when you finish this move here, your only intention is to watch the price at this point. Why this point? Here 90% of the traders will get confused whether this is a wave, a fresh new wave up, wave 3, or wave B. So the only trick you have in the book is to observe where this move will go to, right? Where this move can go to. If it stops before this, if it stops before your A wave and starts to fall back again, you have to be mentally prepared. The only way to play corrections properly, again I'm telling you, is to be mentally prepared before the wave finishes or starts. So before a wave ABC starts, if you are mentally ready, yes, a market can make this kind of move right? So you will not be blind in the market. Okay, you will be ahead of the market participants. You will be ready. Yes, this market can do this and I am ready for it. Okay, that is how you must be prepared during correction stages. Very simple. Later on, you just draw your channel line. When this channel breaks, you will understand you're in wave C. Now this is the important part. In your regular flat, okay, in your regular flat correction, you are most likely to hit your 1x. I told you before, in ABC move, in the ABC move, we are prepared for market to hit 0.78, after which we are very cautious in the market. Okay, we are very cautious in the market after hit 0.78. But in your wave C, in the regular flat, this is not your regular ABC, this is your regular flat. Okay, ABC. Again, if you don't know the difference, you can go back to the beginner stages. I have explained much in detail there. Okay, in this case, what happens? You are most likely to hit your 1x and beyond that. Okay, you are most likely to hit this 1x target. Okay, before I told you what, some waves can even terminate by 78, but in your regular ABC flat correction, here you can most likely hit your 1x target. Sometimes it even breaks. So in the textbook, what is it? This is your regular ABC move in the textbook. I told you in the beginner stage, you never calculate the end of C in regular ABC flat, right? You never calculate the end of it. So sometimes you can see here, it breaks below the value of A. So many gurus, many YouTubers think the regular ABC flat means market is in a sideways move, right? It is not necessary. It happens. It can even break 1x. Okay. If it stops here, then it looks perfect like a textbook move, but sometimes it breaks below it also. Okay. So minimum it touches your 1x target. This is the important point. And this is a high probability setup. High probability setup. Why is it a high probability setup? Once your wave C is broken, the next move is going to be very fast. Okay, next move is going to be very, very fast in the market. Okay, it's going to be a very fast move in the market. So that is why this is a very high probability setup if your regular flat is made. Important to note, the previous trend should also be there. The previous trend should also be in the same direction. So after the regular flat correction, the previous trend will continue and it will be fast. This is a high probability setup. So this happens when price does not want to correct so much. It does not want, after a bullish trend, price does not want to correct so much. It wants to consolidate in one area, right? That is when a regular flat happens. That is the psychology behind it. And this is a high probability setup. Okay. Very simple. You know how to calculate the waves now. You know how to calculate your 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 minimum requirement. You know how it's done. Okay. This is a high probability setup which I'm sharing with you. And most likely in a regular flat, we are expected to see your C wave touch your 1x target. Okay. I hope this is clear. Now let's look at another example. This is your example for your irregular flat. Okay, this is an example for your irregular flat correction. In this move, you already know that your B will break the swing low of your A. Okay, you know that in an irregular flat correction, your wave B will break the swing low of A. It can break even by 1 point, that does not matter. Okay, your wave B will break the swing low of A. Okay, in an irregular correction. In an irregular correction, your wave B will break the swing low of A. Okay, this is very, very simple. This is the basic concept. You know this. how to identify an irregular correction. But problem here is your B wave in irregular will be very, very confusing. In the B wave in your irregular correction will be very, very confusing to people. It might even look like a fifth wave. Okay. B wave irregular can even look like a fifth wave. This usually happens in wave 4 or wave B. Wave 4 or wave B. Why? Because these are complex correction waves. Okay. Most likely this is formed in wave 4 or wave B. Okay. These are complex correction waves. So within wave B, I'm telling you can form an ABC, which is irregular. Okay. These are complex correction waves. Okay. So when this is formed, so that was the trick, irregular flat. It can be formed in wave 4 or wave B. That is one trick. The next trick we know is your wave C will not break the starting point of wave A. That is the other trick. So wave C, till where can it go? The trick here is it will most likely minimum extend to 78%. It will minimum go there. Okay. It will terminate between your 1x and 78 by chance. Your minimum requirement of 78 will be there for wave C in this case. Okay. This is in your irregular structure. So irregular flat, it will be formed in wave 4, wave B. In your irregular flat, your wave B will break the law of wave A, and your wave C will be formed. For that minimum, it will take 78% to reach here. Minimum. Okay. The best part about this is also an high probability setup. The move after your irregular structure is very fast. Okay. The usual direction of the previous trend, it is a very fast move. You can see this. This is a very fast move. You can see the huge drop in the market after that. Okay. So note it, your irregular structures are also high probability setups. Okay. Keep that in mind. This is your irregular ABC structure. Let's have a look at your other ABC structure, which is your expanded structure, expanded flat. This is your expanded flat. In your expanded flat, we know the rules of an expanded flat. The starting point of A will be broken. Again, the low of A, the entire range will be broken. Okay. So first, let me just mark it. You know the rules of expanded flat. If you still don't know the rules, you can just have a look at the beginner stage where I explain all the flat structures, all of them in just a 10-minute video. Okay. 5 to 10-minute video, you can watch it. So this is your expanded flat. You can see the starting point of A is broken with the wave B, and again the low of wave A is broken here with wave C. Okay. So what is the catch here? The catch here is, we know in this case, there is a 100% chance wave C will reach your 1x target. There is a 100% chance wave C will reach your 1x target. What is the 1x target here? In this case, it's around your 18,666. So in this case here, it is a very high probability chance this market will, in this structure, will reach your 1x target. So when you know in advanced concepts, you will know that yes, this is only wave B and we are going for wave C, because we'll use some indicators at this point, right? We'll use some indicators. We can easily find out based on also the speed of the wave that yes, this is only wave B. After this, we are going to say wave C. Okay. So now where will this wave form? That I want you to put in the comment section. Where do you think expanded flat ABC will form? Okay. I want you to put it in the comment section. Yes, right or wrong does not matter. You are learning. So I hope you try and answer the question. Okay. So here, very, very simple. To this point, we want minimum 1x. So I always tell 78%. Careful in wave C, but I'm telling you, in your expanded form, minimum 1x target will be hit. Minimum. It can go beyond that, no problem. But your minimum 1x target will be hit. Okay. So keep that in mind. Again, after your expanded flat structure, you will see a very sharp move in the market, right? It can be wave 5, it can be new wave 3, whatever it may be. It's going to be a very sharp move in the market. So all your flat structures are high probability setups. Okay, high probability setups. All your flat structures are high probability setups. Okay, keep that in mind. And when you analyze your markets, when you see a wave, a flat structure forming, you know that the next move in the previous direction, whatever the previous trend is, the next move is going to be fast. Okay, keep that in mind, guys. It's a very important concept. I'll see you in the next part where we'll discuss your double and triple zigzags.